Ready? Action. You already started it?
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Mark.
And we're
two guys outdoors.
Today we're going to go over some of the basic stuff you probably already have in your house that'll fit into any normal backpack that you can use to
be prepared
for any situation. Alright, so today we're going to talk about 5 things that are very important to have that are very hard to reproduce on your own. Some sort of a cutting tool, some sort of cordage or rope, some sort of a container, and combustion and cover to keep yourself warm or dry or whatever. Today we're going to start talking about 2 of the 5.
Cutting tools and combustion.
Okay, so we believe the most important thing you can carry with you at all times is some sort of a cutting tool. Now, you can go out and buy some fancy. This isn't. This is cheap. This is about a $15 knife, and it works very well. It's a good size. You can get different folding knives that have other things in them that can do numerous functions, which are good to carry, and they'll fit right in your pocket. And they can be very simple single one-bladed knives or have lots of different tools in them. Okay, so if you don't already have some sort of a knife and you want to put this bag together immediately, you can go into your kitchen and I guarantee you have a knife. And we prefer straight edge blades, no serrations on them because they're very hard to sharpen and they pretty much tear things. They don't actually cut. Alright? And when you grab the knife out of the kitchen for a fixed blade knife, what is optimal is between 4, 5, 6 inches long, and a good way to judge that if you don't have a ruler is to hold it up against your hand, because most people's hands are between 4 and 5 inches wide, and as long as it sticks out past your hand a little bit, you should be in good shape. You don't want something too big. Don't go grab your big butcher knife, chef's knife. You're not going to be hacking down trees with the thing, alright?
Your name's not Michael Myers.
So you can get your kitchen knife, and if that's all you have and you don't want to cut open your bag, cut yourself a piece of cardboard a little bit longer than a knife, a little bit of duct tape, and you can slide your knife in, put some tape on it, and it'll hold it on. Now you can throw it in your bag. You don't have to worry about it cutting anything or ruining the edge. Okay, so very important to have a knife first of all. And now we're going to talk about combustion, because there's the rule of 3 that everybody goes by. You can explain the rule of 3 to them.
I was so used to you doing it.
Well, it's cut.
Okay, so what we like to use is what we call the rule of 3, because you can survive 3 hours in extreme elements, 3 days without water, or 3 weeks without food. So one of the most important things to carry other than a cutting tool is some way to have combustion, whether it be a lighter, some Vaseline, or matches.
Alright, so now with the matches and the lighter, okay, very hard to start a fire with just sticks. Now there's ways you can process it down, make it easier to start, or you can do yourself a favor if you're not planning on something long term and carry little things that are already in your house to make lighting a fire easier. One of the first things that I would recommend grabbing, which almost everybody has, and you can get at your local dollar store or Walmart or grocery store or convenience store, and a lot of times they have free samples. You can get this stuff for nothing. It's hand sanitizer. It's mostly alcohol. Everybody knows that alcohol is an accelerant. It burns very well. And remember, just a dab will do you. So you get a little bit there, and you light it up. The flame is very hard to see in the light because the alcohol burns so cleanly. So let's see, just to show you it's actually lit. Okay, that is burning, even though you can't see the flame. It just lit that cardboard on fire. Alright? And that'll actually burn for quite a while. So if you have something that's wet or moist or maybe not processed down enough, that'll buy you more time. And if you add it to something that can wick it up, like toilet paper, cotton balls, or even a tampon, okay, you will extend the life of that flame by quite a bit. Alright, so I'll show you how it works with the toilet paper. Squirt some more sanitizer on top. Alright, get it all mixed in there good. Now, we'll light it on fire. And this flame should be a little bit easier to see. No, it's not.
But it's not.
But it is burning again. We're going to show you. No special tricks here. And it will burn for quite a long time. Okay? So, you can see we're going to leave it burning for now. You can watch it very slowly. Alright? Now another thing that almost everybody has, and again, you can get it at the dollar store, Walmart, and free samples. This is actually chapstick that came from my bank. Alright? And chapstick's good for a lot of things, you know. You can get sunburn on your lips. If you get a cut, you can smear some in it. It'll protect it, help stop it from bleeding. But you can also use it as an accelerant, as a way to extend the life of your cotton ball, or tampon, or toilet paper. You're going to take it, and you're going to smear it in, and you're going to get it all over cotton ball. Right. And then you're going to light it. As you can see, the alcohol's still going. Alright, and you're going to light it. And it's going to burn for a long time because the petroleum in the chapstick is going to make the cotton ball burn a lot longer. So you can take a regular cotton ball that's got nothing in it and watch just how fast that burns compared to the cotton ball with the chapstick. Now your Vaseline does the same thing as the chapstick. It's going to extend the life of the cotton ball and make it burn for a long time. And you can see just how long it's burning. That'll help you light any sort of damp material. Now they make this stuff that you can buy pre-made. They have fire pads and fire sticks and fire everything else. But for a few bucks, you can make your own. And the more Vaseline you put into the cotton ball, the longer it's going to burn for. So you can already see the regular cotton ball is burnt out. That one's still going. So it's going to be plenty long enough time to help you start a fire, which will keep you warm and help protect you from the elements. So what you can do is put a bunch of them together and stick them in some sort of a container, so that way you've got them pre-made.
Preferably a watertight container.
And then the Vaseline will actually help protect it. And what you do when you crack it open, just a little bit, there's going to be some cotton that's got no Vaseline on it, and that'll catch, and then it's going to burn up into the Vaseline just like a candle, and it's going to keep the fire going. Okay? And it's going to burn for a very, very long time. Minutes. You'll get minutes, which your lighter, if you try to hold that lit for too long, it's going to start melting the plastic, the metal piece is going to pop off, and you could wind up with a small grenade in your hand.
Or a serious burn.
So, quick tips to help you with keeping a fire going. Alright? So remember, matches, which are great, and here's a tip. If you smoke cigarettes, most of the time when you buy them at a gas station, you can ask, and they'll give you free matches with it. But they're very cheap. So matches are also finicky. They blow out very easily in the wind and everything else. So having some sort of an extra accelerant and a way to contain the accelerant is going to be very beneficial in getting a fire started and then maintaining it. Okay, so we'll be back in our next video, and we're going to talk about a couple of the other things that you want to carry that you can't reproduce very easily yourself.